And once again, what is up, my fellow patriots? How y'all doing out there in America, the land of the free, home of the brave? I'm back here. It's me, the Wicked Wizard, making another video for y'all. Today's video, at this time of recording, we're on ding, 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 round 6 for voting for the Speaker of the House. We now have 20 MAGA Republicans refusing to vote for McCarthy because he's a piece of shit, RINO. And every time they do another vote, he loses more and more and more. See, we don't want rhinos. We don't like Republicans any more than we like Democrats. We like America and we like Trump, right? Trump is banging on about, hey, you should just vote for McCarthy. I don't know why, but even if that's what he really wants, and if he's just not playing 5D chess or whatever the game may be, I really don't care. You're wrong, Donald Trump. We don't want McCarthy. I'd rather have a Jim Jordan or a Matt Gaetz or a Lauren Boebert, maybe a Marjorie Taylor Greene. I'd even take just about anybody else besides McCarthy. And why is that? Well, McCarthy, again, is a RINO. He did vote, I'm not sure, did he vote to impeach Trump? I don't know, but he definitely went onto the floor of the House and blasted him about the January 6th nonsense, blaming it all on him. Right, when we know by now FBI's asshole had that whole thing all set up, right? So, and Nancy Pelosi refused the National Guard and all that, right? We all know all this stuff by now. Anyway, let's hear it from Matt Gaetz himself. Let's check out what he has to say about it with a little help from our buddies over here, Mark Dice. I'll drop a link to this in the comment box below. You should check out his YouTube channel. He's a really good dude. I like him a lot. Watch him all the time.
Those of us who will not be voting for Kevin McCarthy today take no joy in this discomfort that this moment has brought. But if you want to drain the swamp, you cannot put the biggest alligator in charge of the exercise.
Exactly.
I'm a Florida man and I know of what I speak. We offered Kevin McCarthy terms last evening that he rejected. We saw a vote in the first quarter of the 118th Congress on term limits. He refused. We wanted a budget from the Republican Study Committee that balances on the floor in the first quarter. He refused. We wanted the border plan that the Texas delegation put together on the floor. He refused. Time and again, his viewpoints, his positions, they shift like sands underneath you.
There are plenty of reasons not to trust Kevin McCarthy.
Oh, yeah. That is absolutely the fact, right? I mean, McCarthy, I mean, first of all, have you heard about him actually getting anything done in Congress? Because I never have. I saw him one time where he recently went down to the border and he was yapping at how Biden's not doing his job. And what's the guy, Mayorkas or whatever, needs to resign or step down or be impeached. And he's talking a big game and everything. And right away, he's not even Speaker of the House yet, and he's saying, no, I'm not going to do the immigration. I mean, damn, man. What we want is subpoena power. We want to bring in, we want to see what happened with the Hunter Biden laptop thing, the government collusion with big tech. We want a confrontation about the border we were just speaking of. We want all of that stuff, right? And he's not going to do it. No, of course he's not going to do it, man. That's... guys, POS. Right? Let's go back to Mark Dice.
California told his close friend Cheney that he hoped the social media companies would censor more conservative Republicans in Congress.
Some things today that we should look at, honestly.
McCarthy wanted the tech oligarchs to do more, to force disobedient lawmakers off the internet.
And cozying up with Liz
Cheney. So he just wants
weren't blowing that way, but
he's all for the tech censorship, man. No. We're for free speech. We're for less government. We don't want government involved in our every decision. We are sick of this. We are MAGA. We are not RINO. We're not Republicans. We're MAGA. I don't know what. Maybe we need a different term for us, but I've never been a Republican or a Democrat, nor really ever had any interest in politics whatsoever during my life. In fact, I think I voted for president once before Trump, and that was for Ross Perot when he ran against Bill Clinton. Who else was it? I forget. Anyway, that's the only time I ever voted, and I voted for him for the same reason I voted for Trump, because he wasn't a real politician. He was a self-made man, very rich, and I thought maybe we'd get some things done. But anyway, there is some good news, right? So no matter what happens, most likely McCarthy will get in there, right? I don't know how long it'll take, but hey, there's some good things about it, because if there's no Speaker of the House, there's no Congress. That means Joe Biden can't do anything to fuck it up more, and the Congress can't open up the taxpayer checkbook and write themselves any huge checks for anything stupid that we don't want or need, right? So hey, there's a positive thing on it. I like that kind of part, but anyway, at least we're done with old floppy tits Nancy Pelosi.
Sure, it's not going to be the 82-year-old inside trader, corrupt crypt keeper, Nasty Pelosi, because she's gone. Despite being an evil witch who makes Senator Palpatine seem like a good guy, she has provided us with plenty of entertainment over the years, so at least we could laugh or, well, cringe at that.
Good morning. Sunday morning. But you know what?
Does anybody remember that one? She's all drunk and drugged up and shit. Good morning. Sunday morning. And then here's her telling us that our president will never be president.
He's not going to be president. He is not, Donald Trump is not going to be president of the United States. Take it to the bank. I guarantee it. All right.
Sayonara, Skeletor. And when the Speaker of the House vote finally gets settled, one thing will be for sure. We will have the majority in the House of Representatives.
That is true. We will have the majority in the House of Representatives. So, again, all is not lost. In my view, this is a win, right? Even though McCarthy will probably get in the end, he's going to have to make some concessions now. Like Matt Gaetz was just talking about, we want this, and that. And he's going to have to start agreeing to some of these things. Otherwise, they're just going to keep voting. I don't care how long it takes. And apparently, this just in. Neither do they. Check this.
Effort for McCarthy to solicit a list and then use that list in some way to try to divide our conference. But look, he's a desperate guy whose vote share is dropping with every subsequent vote, and I'm ready to vote all night, all week, all month, and never for that person. So I tell you what, when he comes out and heads back to his squatting in the Speaker's office, which why is he even allowed to be there? Like, is there some basis in law or statute or rule for someone who comes in second place in 6 consecutive Speaker?
Yeah.
To the Speaker's office. But when he comes out here, ask him if he apologized there to me in private, and ask him why, in my discussion with him, he was.
All right. So why is McCarthy taking up residence in the Speaker's office, Nancy Pelosi's old office? Why is he in there? He's not Speaker. Not at this time. Again, in the end, I'm quite sure he will be, but as of right now, I think this is a win. I think these 20 MAGA Republicans are the best way to go. It's a good way to start. This is what we need. It's what our country needs to survive. We they can just keep going and voting for months, if you ask me. Like I said, as long as there's no speakers, no Congress, that means Joe Biden can't do anything. They can't write any taxpayer checks for stupid shit we don't want or need. Anyway, thanks again for stopping by my channel. Against me, the Wicked Wizard. And until next time, peace.